It's a parade inside my city, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all, I'm so weak. If y'all be on Instagram, y'all know they doing the little sound where it's the first way through and then it's a parade inside my city. Yeah. We keep joking how that's how I be rapping and sounding anyways, but on a serious note, I pray y'all's May is off to a great start. Mine is. At the top of this page, I wrote dreams do come true. So I just want to remind us all of that before I get into all the other stuff you've been telling me. Dreams do come true. And I wrote all this down on May the 1st, but God was giving me more. One of those things was it's a parade inside my city, which is just the celebratory part. Like, I was like, why do I keep saying that? Because it really is a parade inside my city, whether it's within you, within your family, within your territory, your community, whatever. But it's a parade, and the definition of a parade is a public procession, meaning that people can see it. People can see how lit, how turned, how celebratory you are starting within, but they can see the celebration falling on you, coming from within, whatever, within your family, your community, your territory. For us, even our YouTube channel, like, it's lit over here. It's a parade inside our city, right? So it's a public thing, especially one celebrating a special day or event, and including marching bands and floats. And so interestingly enough, I wrote the prodigal return. So I do recommend that you go back and watch the videos that I shared to my community post earlier this morning. But I feel like that inside of myself. Like, I was sitting at church Sunday just, I'm not gonna say hysterical because it was a calm cry, but I was just thanking God for changing me. I was just thanking God for bringing me back to this place. And yes, although I've had that moment where it was like, hey, God, I was way off, right? Like, and I came back in that sense, like this one big ultimate coming back. I feel like whenever he gets you back on track in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you should be celebrating that. It should feel like that. And I was wholeheartedly just thanking him for changing me in the month of April in the ways that he did, for restoring me back to where I was supposed to be, for bringing me back to home in him in that manner. Do you get what I'm saying? So no, it is a parade inside my city. Like, I am happy, I am excited, I am celebrating, okay? But even just with that, and I said celebration falling on you, okay? So the other thing I was hearing was, we're watching, we're waiting, and that's from Phineas and Ferb, right? And so my mama confirmed all of this, but people are watching to see what's coming in your life because they're expecting something to come. Like, my track record for May, period, right? Even when I look back on the more so negative type of things, that we got to hit that in a minute, it's the same thing in my life every May. And it's been that, right? And for me to think it's going to be different this May, that's going to be crazy. But people really are watching to see what's coming. People really are watching to see, like, why she's so happy, why she's such in a celebratory mode. And now I'm speaking for me, but y'all got to take this and run with it for y'all. But so they're watching to see what's coming, but they're waiting to be mad. There are people around who are waiting to be mad about what God is doing for you, what God has done for you, what he's going to do for you, okay? And you gotta always remember that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. That's been the hardest thing to keep in mind, because no, it is flesh and blood, but it's really not. And so going into this May, I had certain goals because God was talking to me about warfare, and I was like, can we just have a May where I can just be happy in peace? The devil not ever gonna let you be happy in peace. Period. He's not gonna do it. And so we have to know, like, they're watching and they're waiting. And for me, yeah, being on YouTube, take it up a notch. It's amplified, right? Because it really is public, right? Top of the year, God said we're not falling in the same pits and traps. We're not falling in them. Top of the year, cut the crap. We're not falling in them, because I keep thinking, oh, the devil gonna stop being the devil. No, he's not. You gotta be smarter. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be more wise. You gotta discern. You can't stay inside for the rest of your life because you don't know what to do or how else to keep the peace. You got to figure out how to keep the peace even coming outside. You got to figure out how to still chase purpose, chase your dreams, chase your goals, do all those things. And I show out in your life, daughter, and you still know how to be wise and discern and happy, and you don't let nobody take joy. Like, you got to figure that out. That ain't a make them stop thing. That's a you thing, right? God just told me keep my eyes peeled. You can come outside. Keep your eyes peeled, though. No more sneak attacks, because that's how it always happened. Dating back to, like, when it first started, like 2019, and God told me get used to it, meaning that it's not going to stop no matter who it is, and we're going to get to that. But keep your eyes peeled. But it was always a sneak attack, because it was like, I didn't even see that coming. Like, I'm so happy and oblivious, and honestly a little bit of pride for thinking that I could usher you into this, and you think that you got it. You not praying and praising me the way that you was, and now I can't even be like, hey, look over there and help you keep your eyes peeled, right? No more sneak attacks. And that was a pitfall that I kept falling in, because it was like, I wasn't expecting that. Not so much that you need to be looking at everybody expecting something crazy, because grace and maturity has to come in too, but you still got to be able to keep your eyes peeled. Be wise and discerning. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. And that's just how you got to move. And so keep your eyes peeled means to be on the alert, watch carefully, or vigilantly for something. Okay, be on the alert, watch carefully or vigilantly for something. And the example they gave was keep them peeled for lions. Keep your eyes peeled for lions. What Bible verse does that sound like? 1 Peter chapter 5 verses 8 and 9. So as your dreams are coming true and he's doing all these things for you, he's doing all this stuff within you, and it is manifesting outwardly around you, keep your eyes peeled. Don't forget 1 Peter 5, 8 and 9. First part being, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the enemy, roams around like a lion, seeking whom he can devour. And I kept falling for that, like, mama, we made it, sucker punch. I'm not doing that no more. I am not doing that anymore, okay? Even to the point, I know now, you let the internet know in any way, shape, form, or fashion that we up one, that you feeling good, you happy. The devil gonna try it. But it's on you whether or not you let the enemy get to you, right? You got to forgive and all that. We finna go to that real quick, but hold on. Alert just means to be aware. But remember, even with awareness, we're supposed to have humility. Even in knowing, we're supposed to have humility. So there is still a delicate balance. Now, what I was going to say is it irritates me because I can look back and I'm like, God, I was there. I was happy. I was up. Right. Sucker punched. God, I was there. I was up. I was happy. Right. Sucker punch. It's on me if I let that happen again. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It is on me. And the devil not just going to move through people around you. So that was one of the things he had me put in the community post, whether it's internal or external. Okay, so who might the enemy be trying to move through because you up, you happy, you celebrating, you finally changing? What are some of the pitfalls and traps you can expect? And even just know how to maneuver, even if it's a new thing that I might not have seen this before, but I know what this feels like. I'm discerning what this spirit is, because I kid y'all not, every time it be like, this is why people don't tell the internet they happy, or you just act like you cool and you just be private. Because as soon as you do, here comes some stuff like, been so heavy on me, like, we ain't doing that, no, absolutely not, no, okay? But who can you expect the enemy to move through? Family and friends, strangers. You, Megan, what do you mean you? That's why God was dealing with me the way he was dealing with me in April. He gonna devour you from within. When you being more mature, or you either secluded and you not outside, but I'm trying to figure out how to be outside and how to live and how to thrive. Like, how I be outside and do that, guy, right? So when you're not going outside, or when you more hip to the tactics of the outside people, the external circumstances, bet that up. Bitterness, unforgiveness, comparing, complaining, hating, fear. You got any of that going on within you, he gonna hop on it. He gonna hop on it. Fear, now you finna self-sabotage, right? Oh, look at God blessing her. Watch this. And you ain't dealt with the wounds and stuff that make you fearful. Oh, look at God trying to send his spouse. And you not dealt with this different stuff. And now the enemy finna devour you from within you. He ain't even got to use nobody around you. I'm going to use you, Pooh. Okay? So God is saying keep your eyes peeled. And even with that, I just was thanking him, like, thank you for the revelation. Thank you that I'm even the Megan that is aware of that, God. Help me walk in that awareness. Keep your eyes peeled. That includes even with yourself. Like, sis, what you doing? Right? So that was what he was telling me going into May. Dreams do come true. And you going to stop messing this up for you, for one. If the enemy move through whoever, however, outside of you, you're not going to let that get to you. So be sober, be vigilant. Because the enemy is roaming around like a lion, seeking whom he can devour. Now, when you heal, you're not as easy as a target, right? When you healing, because you're not just outside bleeding. Remember, I told you about that vision I had. People just like, they just hurt. They hurt. And the enemy hopping through the wounds. When you healing, he can't do that as much, right? And then you out the way, and now he hopping through the people, and now he trying to get to you. Do y'all get what I'm saying? But that's how the enemy moves. We got to be aware of that. And I'm really trying to be outside, thriving. I don't want to be inside, just staying away from people, period, to avoid it. I want to be outside. I got to be more wise and discerning. And I got to make sure I'm taking care of what's going on inside of me, right? So keep your eyes peeled. Dreams do come true. They're watching and waiting. And when we say they are, it really is the devil, the demons, the principalities, the powers, all that stuff. It ain't really humans. So that's it. I'm generally hype all of May. God was even revealing to me, like, you need to be like this every month, every day. It's a parade inside my city. Right? And even that goes on to just the onlooking, right? Like a parade. You watch a parade. Get your popcorn ready. He been telling this. Okay, so really take the time to pray about this. I'm over here telling Morgan yesterday, like, we had a whole sit down, like, look, sis, we're entering our birthday month. We already know what usually happen, right? Let's be for real. And I'm like, who would the enemy even try to move through at this point? It might be folks from before. And it's easier to be like, no, It might be some new people, or it might be some different tactics. You don't know, okay? But keep your eyes peeled. You stay up. You stay gracious. That's the choice on your end. And you keep focusing on the celebration part. If you want to float at a parade, I'm not going to be worried about somebody miserable on the sidelines. How you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. Ooh, I felt that. That was definitely for the enemy. Shut up, Satan. I felt that. How you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. Why would I come down there? Why would I come down there when God is exalting me? God is celebrating me. Why would I come down there and you miserable? We went through that around the holidays. Y'all remember that? Already went through that. Went through that last summer. I'm not falling for the okie doke no more. Happy May.